Be honest, anyone on the screen, raise your hand if you have a desire or a dream, you want to make $1 million. Would you like me to give you an advice? If you process it, it will help you approaching that goal.
Yes.
Everybody else, please try to understand. It's very simple. You can never make $1 million, bad news, if you're not worth it. So you want to make yourself valuable first. In order to make yourself worth it, not deserve it. Nobody deserves anything. It's not like, oh, okay, it's a bad life, tough life. I should get this. I deserve this. I hope this. Why there? There's no such a thing. There's no luck. You can create your own luck. Life is tough. It's not what you deserve. Bad news. It's what you make out of it. If you want $1 million or $1 billion or whatever the number, you have to worth it. You cannot have $1 million and not worth it. And how do you start? Mentally. Have to believe in yourself and the capacity. No shortcuts, no tricks, all of that. You can do the other ways that most people are doing, but that's just not ethical. So start with your thinking, believe in yourself. Which value can I improve in myself? I know myself, okay? Nobody knows you within more than you. Know your strength, not what the society or the law or the neighbor or friend told you or spouse what you're worth. No one knows you more than you. So what people think of you doesn't have to become a reality. That's not it. You should put the value to yourself. And if you're not happy, you have to be authentic. You have to be so realistic and honest. You're not say, I worth $1 billion. No. You have to be realistic. If you're not transparent with your own self, why would anybody else believe in you? And so you have to increase the value of yourself, that if you're worth it, if you provide value to others, obviously, not just to yourself, then you can do it over and over and over and over. It's not just the business. People will pay you to listen to you. I mean, everybody have some passion, some area of interest, strength. You can improve it, empower it. And I have known this philosophy that I worked on. I took it to heart. If I believe it, I do it. I heard the Italian economist who said, if you work, Precto, I think his name, right? He said, if you want to become an expert in one topic, invest 1 hour a day for 5 years on that topic, learning, improving that skill, talent, reading, discussions, videos, whatever you can do, exercise, whatever that talent is. 1 hour a day, 7 days a week. Not holidays, not this, not that, every day is a week. That's 365 days a year. Okay? You don't look at the calendar. Doesn't matter what day, cold, hot, weather. That doesn't matter. Every day for 5 years. 5 years are not a long time. Most people would wish to have listened to this 50 years ago. Okay? And believe it or not, once you start, you cannot stop. If something you like, you have passion, you have love for it, you don't need somebody to motivate you. So focus on building. Once you discover your purpose, you have a purpose. You're not randomly created on earth. Discover that thing. That's far more important than the day you were born. The day you discover your purpose. Why are you here? When you know this, that is your value. Then, I'm not saying for 5 years, if you don't want to spend that time, then do it 5. And this is what I thought to myself. I said, what if I don't want to spend 5 years? Can I do 10 hours a day on a topic I like? Now I'm like doing 10 days in one day. You see the logic of it? Or 7 hours a day, I'm doing 1 week a day. 52 days, 52 days, I would make equivalent to that time. But to keep it simple, that economist said 1 hour a day, just nice and easy, slow. If you want to get there faster, 52 days, 7 hours a day. That's 1 year. So you want to do, let's say, 150 times 5, 250 days or so. Meaning a year of your life. If you spend 5, 6, 7, 10 hours a day, take it seriously. Your life will not be the same on something that you like, you're passionate about. Even if you don't get paid, you still love to do it. You become an expert, world-class expert on the topic that people will pay you to listen to you and to get a little piece of that expertise. So long time ago, many, many, many years ago, I learned this and I said, I am going to become a good leader somehow, influencer, be better in technology and, some other areas I wanted to. So it's not one interest. And I still work on myself as much as I can, as hard as I can. So don't expect there's such a system is going to somehow miraculously knock on your door, say you deserve $1 million. Most people think one day they're going to win the lottery. 99% of the population. Why? It's mathematically impossible. You can only expect it when you make your worth that much or any amount. You don't have to stop at million. If that what intrigues you. But why? Most people think $1 million. Why? Does it have a ring to it? Or because somebody said a millionaire? What about 1,000-aire? What about 100-aire or something? Okay, it doesn't have to be a millionaire. It's just a notion that people created and what they do. You're just following their lead. But if you sit down and calculate, I did the same. I have the what do you call those little note cards? Okay, I had them with my wife, and we sat down years ago. How much we want? If there's no cap, what are we going to spend on this and this and that? Or most of it education, okay? And we calculated. We cannot spend $1 million a month. If we wanted, we cannot. You see, most people think like, but why? So sit down, calculate how much do you actually need, and if that's going to fulfill you, assume that you have it. It's a big disappointment if you go after the money that you may not reach because you didn't invest in yourself or build yourself, and you get to that if you accidentally get there, and you're going to, that's not what I wanted. It happened to us. We chased the money. And then we got it. It turned like, so what? It's what you do with it. And it doesn't have to be $1 million. It could be 800,000. Not a bad number. It could be 500,000, $500,000. So don't go after just like that notion of a millionaire, a million. It's what you need and what fulfills you. That's more important. I have seen miserable billionaires with a B. I know them, and they would pay billions to just fix a health issue they have or family issue with their spouse or their children.